All right, let's take you directly now to Bangalore. You have on your television screen TTV Dinakaran making his way to meet Sasikala. This after he spent over a month in Tihar jail in connection with the symbol scam. There could, in fact, be a political fallout of this. This is once again an attempt by the Manargudi clan to gain political relevance, to be politically relevant. Let's try and listen in to what TTV Dinakaran is saying to the press. Let's once again take our viewers through the very latest that we are getting in right now. So basically TTV Dinakaran, after being released from Tihar jail, where he spent over a month, has made his way to meet Sasikala in Bangalore. 38-day stay at the Tihar jail. Now TTV Dinakaran is moving to meet Sasikala, his aunt. And a decision, of course, would be made at the political outlook where at least TTV Dinakaran and Sasikala are concerned, and those leaders who are still faithful from the AIDMK Sasikala faction towards the Manargudi clan. I want to connect to my colleague Nolan, who's joining us live for more details on this. Nolan, it's over to you. TTV Dinakaran at the Bangalore prison to meet Sasikala. Give us more details.
Well, finally he has reached here. He was supposed to reach at 1 o'clock. We do not know what really delayed him. But yes, he has entered the Parapana Agrahara Central Prison right in Bengaluru. Now, the moment he arrived, we are told that the paperwork was completed before. Well, the paperwork was actually completed well beforehand. And what we're told is that once he reached, we actually saw him, he went inside, he completed the formalities of signing his and then later on entered the prison. Now this meeting is extremely important because he's not meeting her as aunt and nephew. He's meeting her as the General Secretary and the Deputy General Secretary of the party, where he was actually put in place before she was in prison. Now we are looking at various other decisions being made. He was not willing to speak to us as to what he might speak to her, but they have promised that once he finishes speaking to her, he would come out and address the media on what really went on inside.
You know, let's put this in perspective, Nolan. Over the last 38 days, especially at the back of what went down, where the symbol gate scam is concerned, he spent 38 days in prison. Clearly, EPS, where the AIDMK Sasikala faction is concerned, is now quite used to making decision on his own, and we could easily make out from the way, the conduct of the EPS faction of the AIDMK. Where does TTV Dinakaran and Sasikala stand right now? Are we looking at a split where the EPS faction of the AIDMK is concerned? Those who are loyal to the Manargudi clan stick with them?
Well, this is what is exactly happening. Earlier on, for the entire merger to take place, they had one simple condition, that Sasikala and TTV Dinakaran, that is that particular family, should not be part of the AIADMK. Many of them said that they would step aside, but the simple condition was simple. It's not just stepping aside. They have to be away from the party. But TTV Dinakaran, some time ago, before actually reaching our sources, said that he said that this is all false. The legislators were happy to see him. They're all with him. Now, we are also getting information that things might not be as easy as possible because she still has the support of quite a number of MLAs in the EPS faction. So when you're talking about a merger, the OPS faction says that stay away. Merger will take place, but with TTV Dinakaran now coming out saying that, well, I'm come over here. He's made one statement. I've come over here to make sure that that I unite the party, and that is why I've come to meet Sasikala, the General Secretary. Well, things are going to be extremely topsy-turvy in the coming few days or coming few hours once he comes out of the prison after meeting his aunt.
All right. What's taking place right now? We saw those visuals where the press tried to speak to him, TTV Dinakaran, as he made his way inside the Bangalore prison where his aunt Sasikala's house. Can you take us through the latest there?
Well, he has entered. It's about 5-6 minutes now since he actually entered the central prison after signing all the formalities. Now, what we're told that this meeting might go on for the next 1 hour, because normally 5 o'clock till 5 one is allowed to actually meet convicts in prison or those serving simple or life term in the Bengaluru Central Prison. So most probably we are looking at him coming out somewhere 10 minutes to 5 or exactly at 5 o'clock. And that is when things will go haywire. This is what we're told after he meets his aunt. Now it depends whether he will come out and actually give a very neutral diplomatic answer, or whether he will actually come out and make a statement that can throw things haywire in Tamil Nadu politics.
You know, Nolan, put this in perspective, because right before... All right, you know, Nolan, stay on with us. Let's also bring in a deputy editor, Rohini Swami, who's also joining us live from Bengaluru with the latest on that. You know, Rohini, taking off from, you know, what Nolan was saying, put this in perspective. Right before TTV Dinakaran was, you know, called in to Delhi and then, of course, later sent to Tihar jail for 38 days, the EPS faction had told him to stay away from the political proceedings. What can we expect now?
Well, it's clear now that that will be the topic of discussion on priority between his aunt V. Shashikala as well as TTV Dinakaran, because one thing that has been seen throughout the what has been panning out throughout before his arrest and after his arrest also is whether the Mannargudi family that has any more clout in the AIADMK. The EPS faction have distanced themselves from them, and they had said even at that point of time there were also discussions about how they said that they will not even take instructions from them. But right now it will be that they will try to increase their strength. They will try to do as much as possible because there was enough talk that even while sitting in jail, V.K. Shashikala would meet people from her party and discuss issues of how to take the party forward. She still continues to be the General Secretary of the party. TTV Dinakaran also says he continues to hold the most important position. So what happens now is whether they will continue with the split between the OPS team and the EPS team, and whether they will bring them together, or whether they'll come under one umbrella under the Shashikala family and see whether they can take the Tamil Nadu politics ahead. But people in Tamil Nadu are reacting. They are not. They do not accept the Mannargudi family as of now, because they have realized the kind of things that can be played out. So this will be interesting to see what discussion will take place between Dinakaran and Shashikala.
All right, you know, that's separate. That aside also, Rohini, what about a possible split within the EPS camp itself? Because let's look at it. Like we pointed out right before he was sent to Tihar jail, he was told very clearly by the EPS faction to stay away from political proceedings. We hardly even saw any supporters. However, he comes back, returns to possibly what looks like a hero's welcome with thousands of supporters at the airport waiting for TTV Dinakaran. Now, how do you put all of this in perspective? Anyone travelling with TTV Dinakaran today to the Bengaluru police, to the Bengaluru jail where Sasikala's house, anyone of any political relevance where the EPS camp is concerned?
Absolutely. 20 of them, and that too who hold big positions in the AIADMK, they reached much before TTV Dinakaran reached the Bangalore jail. It surely clearly shows that he still continues to have the support within the party. But a split within the EPS party, that we'll have to watch, because at this point of time, they cannot afford to have such kind of issues within the party, for the simple reason that they are now trying to consolidate the AIADMK under them. The more the split, the more the problems for the AIADMK, the more the problems for the V.K. Shashikala and the Mannargudi family, because they want to stay in power. We should remember the one point that they're looking at each time is that they want to gain power and continue to be in power. The more the split, then the power center also will shift. So they will also have to convince those who are going against TTV Dinakaran and V.K. Shashikala that they will do it in the benefit of the people of Tamil Nadu and for the AIADMK. Because you should remember that they started this entire campaign saying that they are the chosen ones after Amma, because they are the ones who took care of Jayalalitha, who is fondly known as Amma, and that is why it automatically comes to them that they will take the party forward. While O. Paneerselvam said he was a chosen one by Jayalalitha, each time she had to either go to jail or she fell ill, that he stepped in her shoes. So the EPS camp, which is right now ruling the state of Tamil Nadu, has to also wait and watch and see the kind of decision positions that possibly TTV Dinakaran and his aunt would take, because that will directly affect the Tamil Nadu government and their policies.
All right, thank you for joining us, Rohini. We'll come back to you for more updates on that story.